lot of research on it. Pain body. The pain body is only called by the word Maya in Sanskrit. Yama iti Maya. Maya means which is not there but which continuously hurts you. Which is not there but which continuously hurts you. Maya. Now they call it in the modern terms pain body. Let me explain the basics of pain body, then you will be able to understand. You have so many past memories, incidences, suppressions, or your past record. You have collected everything. Past memories to live the future life. That is why you collect. If the past memory is there, oh, Nityananda Swami lecture, alright, let us go. There will be meditation, we can have healing. Let us go. You will have the past memory. With that past memory only you will be able to decide today whether to come here or not. Your decisions will be taken only by the past memory. From the past memory only, you move to the next step. That is why you collect the past memory. Past memory has got a value to decide. That is true. But the problem is, if you have lost some money in the past life, in the past time, for example, $1 million in some share market. Now, if you lose even $10, immediately the losing $10 will create an effect or the feeling, psychologically the same pain which you underwent when you lost $1 million. Most of the time it will happen. If you are little aware, then you will be able to understand. First time, worry is almost like an addiction. First day, to get addicted, to get the feeling, if you drink little bit, that's enough. Next day, you have to increase the quantity. After a year or two, how much you drink, you will not feel anything. You will become totally numb. Or otherwise, whole day you will be feeling the same way. You will be totally unconscious. Just like you need to increase the drugs, you need to increase the alcohol. The worry is also an addiction. First, it's actually the other way. First, one big incident is necessary to make you disturbed. Next, after by and by, as time passes, your pain body becomes so strong, your pain body becomes so solid, even a small incident, even losing $10 will create the same suffering, same depression, same mood when you had the mood which you had when you lost the $1 million. After some time, you don't even have to lose $10. Just by remembrance, you will have the same pain. Just a remembrance will bring the pain back. The pain body is only called as Maya, illusory disturbance, or the memory or the chitta, memory which again and again creates the same psychological injury, same psychological effect without the outer activity, without the outer reason. I tell you one thing, there is a beautiful example in Vedanta. It is called Rajju Sarpa. Whenever you see in the night time, in the dark time, if you see a rope in your garden, suddenly you get the shock. You think it is a snake and you get the shock that it is a snake. Because of the past memories about the snake or the informations about the snake, the ordinary rope looks like a snake. That past memory is brought and forced or projected on the present incident, even though the present incident is not actually the past, like past. Understand? All of you are able to catch? Because it is a very subtle concept. To understand this in Vedanta, they take 2-3 years. 2-3 years they will explain this. It's called Rajju Sarba Nyaya. In so many aspects they will explain. If you understand this one concept, your whole life can be transformed. I am giving you in a modern language the pain body. The past experience, the hangover of the past experience, or the memory of the past experience will be so deep, even the slightest remembrance of that experience, even you don't have to lose money. If somebody loses money, immediately you will get the feeling, you will get the memory of the same thing. You will undergo the same suffering. The same thing will be awakened in your mind, in your system. The memory which is created for the sake of use, for the sake of further living, the same memory will become like a load on you. The same memory, when you start worrying, when it starts giving you the worry, it will become load on you. That is why as the age grows, you will see your eyes become dull. In the East, with the rishis, as they become old, their eyes will start shining. In the West, as they become old, the eyes become dull. Why? We do not know how to withdraw ourselves from the past memory. Today morning I was speaking with the mind-body group. This is the subject today morning I was trying to explain to them. When we know how to slip away from the mind, when you know how to come out of the mind, when you know a simple method to switch off or switch on the mind, you will be able to slip away from the memories. You will be able to slip away from the chitta. Then, it is not that all the memories will be destroyed. No. It's not that you will lose all the memories. The memories will be there. The past incidences will be there. But the emotion attached to the memory will disappear. You will be able to remember the same person who has disturbed you without being agitated, without getting the same feeling of enmity, without having the same feeling of hatredness, without having the same feeling of negative emotion. The same incidences, same feeling, same memory will be there, but the negative hatred towards him, towards that incident, towards that place will not be there. One more thing, whenever the emotion attached to the memory is disconnected, all the memory will be available to you. You will have such a tremendous energy, all the memory will be available to you. Now, as on now, you will have only the memory of this life. Somebody goes and asks Ramana Maharshi, Bhagavan, please give me the memory to see my past life. Bhagavan says, fool, the memory of this life itself you are not able to handle. You have so much of headache, disturbance, depression. And if you get the memory of past life also, what will happen? You will suffer more. You will not be able to bear. You will not be able to handle it. That is why there is a special word called Trobhava. Trobhava means making you forget. One of the activities of the God has got 5 activities. Creation, the Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, Trobhava and Anugraha. In Tantra they say 5 activities. In Vedanta only 3. Srishti, Sthiti, Laya. Creation, sustaining and destroying. In Tantra they say 5. Srishti, creation. Sthiti, sustaining. Laya, destroying. There's one more thing. Making you forget your nature or the past memories. Anugraha means giving you enlightenment. Giving you the spiritual knowledge. The Trobhava or Trodhana, they call it both the way. Trobhava means making you forget. Ramana Maharshi says, out of His grace, out of compassion, God has made you forget. God has not given you deep memory. Out of His compassion, He has made you forget all your past life. Never try to know your past life. First try to know how to drop, how to come out of these emotional attachments. How you can come out of psychological past and psychological tomorrow. Psychological yesterday and psychological tomorrow. There is nothing wrong in chronological yesterday or chronological tomorrow. But there is something deeply wrong with the psychological yesterday and psychological tomorrow. You attach too much of your own concepts towards the past incidences. A simple example. If you lost $1 million some time ago, you would have suffered, you would have created a memory, you would have created a system, or you would have created a verbalizations to correct yourself. Oh, what has happened, I have to be careful, this, that. So many inner chatterings to correct yourself. Now, if you lose even $10, the same amount of shock, same amount of fear, same amount of suffering will start happening to you. It is not necessary. The pain body, when it becomes too thick, too solid, even a small thing can provoke pain in you. Even a small thing can provoke pain in you. The real incident, it has happened. Once a lady, middle age, some 40, she came to see me. As soon as she entered inside the room, she started weeping and wailing. I told her, why are you weeping? Please tell me the problem. She said, my son is not at all listening to me. I do not know what will happen if the same thing continues. I am afraid he may marry on his own. In India, son means is a good commodity. You can sell him for a best price. Especially if he is a doctor or engineer, if he has got some social status, you can sell him for a very good price, dowry. And the amount, if you have 2-3 sons, you don't have to work at all. Just get 2-3 sons and somehow make them doctors or engineers, or in a social the position in which they will have their own social status. Nothing else needs to be done. You can sell them in the market and get a good amount which will sustain your whole life. So she started weeping. He may marry on his own. If he marries on his own, then she will not get the dowry. He may marry on his own. What can I do? Please tell me something. I told her, why don't you bring your son? I will talk to him. Then I will be able to solve the problem. Let us see what is the problem. Then she said, no, I have brought. She showed a 4-year-old kid. You will be really surprised. I was actually shocked. She is talking about a 4-year-old boy. Too much of thinking, too much of worrying, too much of brooding over about the future. Actually, when you listen this, you laugh. But if you look into your life, then you will understand how many places you are doing the same thing. Whenever you too much invest yourself, you too much put your interest on something. If you put your interest on something too much, if you have too much vested interest, then you will see, you will be thinking the same way. Your psychological system will be bothering you, your consciousness too much. 4-year-old boy, she don't have to bother. The marriage which is going to happen only after the 24 years. But so much she is possessing, so much she is concerned, the reality is forgotten. She stopped seeing the reality. She started living in her own world. Whenever the pain body becomes too strong, You forget the reality, you start living in your own world. That is what they call it Maya, illusoriness, illusion. You do not know the reality. You start living with your own world, with money, with people, with situations, with your life comforts. You have so much of invested interest. You have so much of possessiveness. As I told you yesterday, the possessiveness never lets you live. Possessiveness just eats you. As long as you eat how much you want, you will eat the food. Once you eat too much, the food will eat you. The food will eat you. Anything, any habit, if it is under your control, you will be enjoying it. If you are under the control of that habit, you are under control, the habit will be enjoying you. That's all. Whether you smoke or whether you smoke the cigarette or cigarette is smoking you is the question. Whether you are drinking or alcohol is drinking you is the question. Most of the time, our pain body becomes so strong, so solid, so thick. You will never be living the life. The life will be living you. As long as the life is living you, as long as the pain body is living your life, you will see every inch will be only pain. There are two things, physical pain and emotional pain. You may not have physical pain, but continuously there will be emotional pain. The emotional pain will make you sick either today or tomorrow. Even if you don't feel physically painful, even if you don't feel the physical pain, the very emotional pain will make you continuously feel the heaviness, the solid feeling in you. Continuously you will feel heavy. You will feel heavy. Emotional pain is the real pain which we undergo in the life. The pain body, too much of worrying, too much of suffering makes you continuously live in worry. Continuously live in worry. Once you know the method or the technique to drop from the past, to drop from the future, to drop from brooding over, then you will see life becomes just wandering. Now you saw what is worry. Let us see what is wandering.